This tutorial provides an overview of the StressTester GUI. The GUI is the only program you will need to use to configure, execute, and analyze performance tests. When you start the GUI, you will see a screen similar to this. The GUI is divided into 4 workspaces, and you can switch between the workspaces using the buttons on the left-hand side of the screen. The User Journey workspace is used to record and configure the transactions you wish to simulate. This includes adding parameters, alternative flows, validation, and everything else required to ensure StressTester correctly simulates how a real-world user would use the application. The Resource Monitor workspace allows you to configure monitoring of the system you're testing. This monitoring allows you to quickly understand the root causes of any detected performance or scalability problems. The Run Components workspace allows you to configure the performance tests you wish to execute, and the StressTester components that will execute during the performance test. This includes the locations from which load should be executed, the number of users to simulate, and how the system should be monitored during the test. The final workspace allows you to analyze the results of your performance tests, including correlating test results with system monitoring data. When you select a workspace, the workspace's navigation panel will be shown along with a blue background introduction screen. It is advised that you read this introduction screen the first time you enter a workspace as it contains valuable information. When you select a node in the navigation panel, its properties will be shown in the right-hand panel of the GUI. This is called the Properties panel. When you want to apply an action to the selected node, you will usually find it by right-clicking the node. For example, you can see there are a number of actions I can perform on the selected user journey. Now let's look at the different types of assistance you can get when using StressTester. The StressTester GUI has been designed to be easy to learn and intuitive to use. To help you become productive in as short a time as possible, there are 3 separate help systems within the GUI. These systems are accessed using the buttons at the top right of the screen. All the help systems are context-sensitive, meaning that the assistance provided will always be relevant to whichever screen you're viewing in the StressTester GUI. The OLC button will open your default browser and load the relevant page of the StressTester Online Learning Center. The Show Me button will list any available video tutorials relevant to where you are within the StressTester GUI. To view a video, double-click its name and it will be played using your default browser. Finally, the Help button will display in-tool help, providing detailed information about the current screen. As you have seen, each workspace is split vertically into 3 panels, as well as being able to drag the panel dividers to resize the panels. You can also hide and restore panels using the arrow buttons at the top of each divider. That's the end of this introduction tutorial. The important thing to remember is that once in a workspace, you can select a node to display information, and that you always have access to the Online Learning Center, video tutorials, and in-tool help by using the buttons at the top right of the GUI screen.